So this is a 1998 BMW E39 528i, so it's the 2.8 litre straight six. Was built in Germany in 1997 and was shipped to Australia, and then some rich guy bought it for approximately $110,000. No idea how many owners it's had, but it's in pretty good shape. Needs a little bit of love and a few things that need fixing.
However, we found a second BMW 528i E39 body.
E39.
Copying what he said.
E39.
E39 for $800.
Ta-da! Bought it off some lovely old guy who was the second owner of it, in pretty good nick. Needs a bit of a detail and a clean up, but it's great, apart from one thing, which is what, Sam?
The coolant?
Well, that's...
Oh my god, yeah. Okay, so these seats are purple.
Hang on, let me where's my phone? Let me get some light on this.
Yeah, the light. The seats are plum.
It's hard to see, but they're just this nasty shade of plum.
I'm a registered nurse, and I have seen hernias this color, so I am not having these in my car. So that's one of the parts of the project. We're going to switch out the seats from this and put them in here, and that is happening as soon as possible because they are the worst. I think
Yeah. So it was so cheap because it's just overheating, and it's like the car was running for like 5 minutes now, and it's already spat out a bunch of coolant, which the owner, the guy who bought it off, just didn't want to mess around with it, and he just decided to sell it for basically a parts car. He was originally going to send it to a wrecker for $750. And I found it, and it's like, just no, don't send it to a wrecker. We will buy it. So the first thing we've thought maybe is, let's just look at the coolant caps. And I don't know that this is going to be a problem, but this cap here, this is the cap from the silver one. This is the cap from the black one. So this one doesn't overheat. This one does overheat, or at least the cars do. And the cap seems pretty good, apart from there's one issue with this cap that I've noticed, where on the seal just here, you can see the plastic kind of there started to separate from where the seal sits, so the seal actually moves around a lot, and I'm kind of suspecting maybe the coolant is actually passing through between the seal and that plastic there and escaping, and so it's not holding pressure. You can see it better there, that big gap there, right there. Whereas this one is perfectly fine all the way around. So we're going to try and swap them over, run the car for a while, see what happens. Hopefully we are good.
So now we have the black coolant cap in place, and
It's all tightened up. We're going to run the car.
yeah,
We're going to see if hopefully it doesn't overheat anymore.
untrusting. Oh my god, you dickhead. Just climb through the window like a race car.
All right. So we'll let it run for a while. Like within a couple minutes before, we had heaps of like liquid just shooting out of the top here.
Yeah,
So
you can see it all over the ground. That is the extent to which it was leaking.
and it was all out of here, right out of the top.
Like it was already pretty bad by this point. So the temp gauge is warming up, but we lost a lot of fluid before with the other cap. So that is going to contribute. I'm guessing? Does that contribute? No, not really, apparently.
That's literally not that much. But so far so good. There's nothing coming out of it. So.
I hope it comes out right now and hits you in the face.
It scolds me and we have to go to the emergency department.
Well, I have already dislocated my knee this evening, so we're having a wonderful time.
I'm gonna rev it a little, get some heat into it.
Yeah.
Sitting where like it generally would, and still doesn't appear as if any coolant's coming out. So
Leave it running for like a minute.
Let's leave it running for a while. Let's go for a drive.
Frustrating thing.
Let's go for a drive, because if we just paid $800 for a ridiculous, like, this is a 2000 model and would have been worth over $100,000 when it was brand new. So it's 18 years old, and we potentially just fixed it by changing a radiator cap, which is ridiculous. So change the radiator cap, no longer spitting out fluid. Kind of makes sense that maybe that's the problem, but I'm not like convinced it's the problem yet, because like if we have a blockage somewhere else, that's going to build up pressure, right? And if they're building up pressure, either the place where we have the pressure is going to go, or the place where there's a blockage or something is going to go, or it's going to be another location that's going to go. So that seal originally in that first cap might have gone because there was a block somewhere
There
else.
was a pressure blockage. Yeah.
But
so we'll take it for a drive and we'll see how it
Take it
goes.
for a drive and see how it goes.
Okay.
So I really wanted to drive, but being Sam's car, I suppose he should probably be the first person to drive it.
I'm still severely adverse to the plum seats.
Still yet to figure out these complicated, fancy German door locks. Oh, and look, it's got this sick carbon interior, which
That
I believe is
replacing
legitimate
as soon
carbon. Sam absolutely hates it. He's
It
more
looks
of
trash.
more of a fan of the wood trim in the other one over there.
Yeah.
See
I'm going
that?
to try and take as much of that interior
wood trim.
of the...
Can't really see it, but
We'll show you guys later, but yeah, I really like the luxury look of the wood trim.
think about all that weight reduction. Like the wood one probably weighs like 20 grams. This one only weighs 10. That was a weird noise.
Yeah, let's not think about that too much. So,
all right, where's that heat gauge? We're still
at operating temperature.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. Got it. Don't do that.
You're in charge of the torch now. There we go.
Damn creaky brakes. Oh,
Headlights.
I forgot to mention too. So this car literally has had new shocks, I believe, all around. Like just recently put in, like within the last couple months. Has had new rotors, definitely on the front. Not 100% sure about the rear. What else has it had done?
This is new, and
What's new?
that has got the rotors.
Oh, yeah.
So this is. Keep in mind this is all new, and it costs $800. The entire car.
Yeah.
So that.
And it potentially is fixed now. Yeah,
It's
so
running really quietly.
also
It's just a good car.
has had the whole headlining replaced, as it seems pretty common that the E39s, the headlinings sag in a lot of them. The
We'll
black
show you
one,
the
black one's all
sagging
sagged.
in the black one. Look at this dickhead.
All right, test drive. Let's go. Okay. Well, it's still going. No, it's not. He's stopped. Not sure why. Oh, he's moving again. He's turning around. We cannot focus on anything. Had grave fears that it had broken down and that it had exploded in the engine. It just exploded itself and blown into a billion pieces.
Revving it as hard as I could immediately was a mistake because it's now red hot.
Okay, get back in there.
Super comfortable to drive though.
God damn. So, probably not a cap.
We'll investigate further.
Well, that's not good. That light is...
It also got to 6,000 revs before it changed gear.
Okay, well.
That wasn't it. Maybe. We'll have a look.
It could just be that we have a big air bubble in there.
Yeah. It also got like
We need to bleed the
6,000
coolant.
revs, so
Yeah, but
It
it
was-
shouldn't just overheat immediately. Okay, so things that I think we should need to check. It's likely that it probably lost a lot of coolant. We have no idea how much coolant it's lost. I've witnessed it lose a little bit, like when I went to inspect and in the shed back there. So that's a little bit, but it could have lost a lot. So
we're gonna do some more investigating, but hopefully this is a super cheap fixed car.
yeah.
That would be really cool.
All right, let's go and shit.
Need you to move the tile.
Oh, you're just coming back. Sam's a bad driver. Oh, gee. Another project car. Yep, coming back. Got reversing sensors, yo.
Oh yeah, dude, it's leaking.
Okay. Stop. Okay. Stop. Kill it. Oh no. Oh, it is. Can you pop the bonnet? It's steamy.
So
So that didn't go well.
Yeah.
You didn't just blow out good radiator cap.
yeah.
Okay, so it's coming out of there again.
But where?
No, it seems like it's coming out from the cap again.
Can you put the thing up against the side of the coolant tank and we'll see how much is in there? On the other side, dickhead, I'm on this side.
Yeah, definitely water.
Yeah, so there's stuff in there.
It's just boiling. So it's
Yeah.
definitely circulating, but how much though?
Yeah.
And what's not working properly?
Isn't it?
In this hose. Okay, we got pressure in the top hose.
So why are you doing that?
Well, I'm just checking to see, like, is the coolant running into the engine?
And what
See,
would
it's
be an
boiling
indicator
inside
that
there
it
as
would?
well.
So if it... So that's the coolant tube there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, radiator.
And should that be as hot as it is? Or should it be relatively...
Oh, this will be hot. Like, everything will be hot. Like, it will burn you if you touch it. But I can feel it inside there actually bubbling away.
Okay.
So there's a lot of heat in there and a lot of pressure in there. So don't touch that cap because you'll die.
Don't touch that cap because you'll die.
Like, it will literally scald your face off.
Scald faces off.
Bad. Okay. Let me check. Alright, there's pressure in that hose.
I literally put my fingers up people's bums sometimes. Because I'm a nurse. Because I'm a nurse, not just for fun. And I would not have the balls to put my hand where he's putting his hand right now. I've also touched balls with my hands. You guys may think I'm backing off to get a better angle on Zach. I just don't want to die. Consequently, this is also what his cooking looks like. What you gonna do about it, bitch? Fight me. He's in the danger zone.
Danger zone.
Lana. Okay, so that's what you don't fucking do.
That's what you don't do.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
This is an $800 car.
This is why you
Point the torch away.
This is why